Hi everyone, my name is Joe Graham and I'm going to do some Helix patches for you today. I'm doing one from Michael Pope from Bethel and hope you enjoy it. So I watched a video called Worship Guitar Magazines on Michael Pope's guitar rig. It's about 33 minutes long. It was a pretty long video. It was really hard to find all the information on the pedals, but I did the best I could. So it starts up here on the list. Digitech pitch whammy, and I used the pitch wham. The Walrus Deep 6 compressor. I used a kinky comp to get close to that. Walrus Julio chorus. I just ran a chorus. I had to run it after the amp because I ran a DSP. Okay. He has a volume pedal next. Then he has a Pog 2. I used the bass octaver to get close to that. In the video, he said he's just using the Pog for the sub part of it. So I used the bass octaver to get close to that. Then after that, he goes into his drives. He has a JHS Ruby Red. And that was based off the Super Bolt. And so I don't have anything somewhat like that. I actually toyed around. I put the Supro amp in that spot because that pedal was actually designed to copy the Supro amp. It didn't really taste out the way I liked it, so I went with my standard. I like the Minotaur Klon style boost. All right, then he has another boost. He didn't even say what title it was. I don't know what pedal it is. I like the Kinky boost on our Helix. It's so good. Okay. Then he hits his Strymon timeline in Big Sky. He has actually his timeline just set to simple delay, so I used a simple delay. And he has his Big Sky set to shimmer, so I use searchlights. Additionally, I threw on some Cosmo Echo, Octoverb, and I put on a LA Studio comp and a graphic EQ because one thing you got to realize is that we look at guitar players' tones, but really even what they have on the pedal board is not what's going to come out in the house because the house engineers are going to edit it as well. I highly doubt that they go just direct to the board with no compression or EQ. Every sound engineer is going to add a little bit of taste to his own mix. So to get a little bit closer to those, I add my own compression and EQ at the very end of the chain, just kind of like how a producer might add a little bit. His amps, he has like 4 amps. He has 2 amps that he uses most of the time. A Vox AC30 in brilliant mode and set just to break up. Then he has a ProSonic Class AB modded like a Mesa Boogie. So I just used the A30 Fawn Bright amp and the Cali 4 Rhythm. Alright, because we didn't need any really high gains. As well, in the patch, I am adjusting the gain on the Fawn Bright. There's a pedal that just boosts gain on that. For cabinets, he has 2 212 selections and 2 10 greenbacks. I use the Own Hammer IR. There's the Vox 30 212 with a 421 on. The Vox AC30 is set for just all the mids, and the Mesa Boogie has the mid scooped out of it with all the bass and the treble put into it. All right. I used the Bethel version, not the John Mark McMillan version. They played an A flat. John Mark plays it in E. We're copying Bethel, so I'm just using what the guitar player did in there. He's playing up here. Anyways, let's take a look at the amps and what they're set to. Alright, so this is the Fawn. The cut is here. If we take the cut out, cut back in. Alright, so let's look at the Mesa. So I have the mids actually scooped out on the Mesa, where the mids are boosted on the Fawn. It's so weird that on the Fawn, cut means boost. Alright, let's take a look at this comp at the beginning. I mix this set pretty low. This comp at the end is getting my overall volume and mixed at 50%. Okay, this EQ at the end is just taking down the brights just a little bit and a tiny bit of the mids. After I hit that speed. Yeah, just the lower mids taken out. I think that's kind of like what a guy on a desk would do. He's going to reduce the highs for sure, and he's going to do a low cut on the guitar almost all the time. So that's what I did. All right, sorry I'm chit-chatting too much. All right, let's go through some of the patches. So there's 8 scenes I put on here. First one's just clean. You're never gonna let me down. All right, whatever. Intro. I'll use some. Verse comes in. I'm going to put on the Cosmo delay. Chorus back on. It's a lot like the verse, but it has this boost out of those modes. Let's go over to the bridge. This is just atmosphere. Super. Here's the atmosphere patch. I made like an all-on patch. I don't know why. Solo. Hope you enjoy the patches. I'll see you again.